Yes. Look, the level of these games are high. And for our team as a unit, we're being tested and challenged. And so, yeah, we fall short in some quality moments to finalize last plays. But all the ideas are good. And the commitment to the tactics, I think, is what's making us good. And we're pushing really good opponents to their level. So, of course, we could finish, the first thing Kyle Aaron says when I take him off the pitch is we should have been up 3-0 before they even had a chance to score. And look, I in front of the team, I took the responsibility for the goal we gave Venezuela, because I'm challenging Max to be very aggressive off his line. And so as soon as it went in, I looked at the staff and I said, that's on me. But I thought our team responded at 1-1. We got better. We got stronger. We pushed the game. We were a little unlucky not to go up 2-1. And then we stayed strong for the penalty shootout. Now, yeah, you're right. Argentina will have to be the best game that we could possibly play. And it still might not be enough. But whatever. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna gather ourselves. We're gonna physically recharge and regenerate, and we're gonna go for the game of our lives, and we'll be excited for it, and we won't back down.
Hi, Jesse. John Arnold with the Getting CONCACAF newsletter. I wanted to ask about your emotion, your feeling in two moments. One negative, you just mentioned conceding. You said you take that on yourself, but what were you feeling in that moment? What did you kind of think? And secondly, seeing Kone convert the final shot, young player, a guy who you brought on somewhat late. I know he's had more minutes in the tournament, but
yeah,
in a bench role in the last two games, what was that like to see him step up and do it?
Yeah, look, when we got scored on, I just wanted the team to stay strong and respond, and they did. Would have been easy for a young team to fold at that moment, but we didn't. We got better. And then, Ishmael, so I put Ishmael on the pitch. We know how talented he is. We're working with his overall game and his tactical understanding, but he's such a big talent. And we're going to develop him, and I know that Marseille will develop him as time goes on here. And by 2026, he's going to be a fantastic player, and I believe in him entirely. And I heard some of the guys saying afterwards I should have had him shoot earlier because he's got ice in his veins. And, they were right. They were right. I probably should have had him shoot earlier. But when we needed him, he stepped up, and he did it for the team. He did it for the guys, and it was an incredible moment for him and an incredible moment for us.
Two quick ones. First of all, Sidney Crosby in the locker room. Yeah. What was that like?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was really cool. I had him speak to the team. He was amazing. He said he loved being here, and the penalty shootout was amazing. And I mean, incredible, right? What a legend to have on our side. So this is important for us in 2026. We want to feel the power of the entire nation, right? So. I was asking if Wayne Gretzky was around or anyone else, but for now, that was pretty amazing to have Sidney Crosby there.
Okay, again, big picture. You've coached a lot of teams. I think a lot of Canadians are probably going to be watching you against Argentina for the first time. Compared to all the teams that you've coached in the past, what makes this team special?
Well, it's a very athletic team. It's a very fast team, and I've tried to build in the right kind of aggression for them to go after opponents, to go after big games, and to believe in how we're building this. And their commitment to try to learn, their belief in what I'm doing with them is very, very high. I don't know if it's the highest of anyone I worked with, because all the teams that I've worked with have been very committed. But they're capable. Because they're athletic, because they're strong, because they're young. So, we've seen an incredibly fast learning curve, but it's because they're excited about playing this way, and they're excited about what we're trying to achieve together. So, I put a lot of it on them and their willingness to adapt and learn and grow.
Skyler Dixon with the AP just mentioned that a lot of Canadians might be watching for the first time in the next one. How big a moment is this just overall for Canadian soccer?
When you're in these moments, I've been at different places at different times, and it's always hard to have your finger on the pulse of exactly what's going on back home. but we've heard enough about the numbers of watching. We've heard about the parties at bars and you know, and again, I know that when you have these moments is to stay focused and capture the energy around the team. And we've done that. There hasn't, inside the group, there hasn't been an overexcitement. There's some concentration and desire to keep going. And so, you know, we know that each task gets a little bit tougher, but I wouldn't count these guys out. You know, I think that they've shown they can throw punches with the best. And that's what it'll be for Tuesday.
Hi, Jesse. The new service. The Canadian fans were in the stadium. Do you expect more Canadian fans in New York? The border, easier to travel there?
Well, yeah, we've played in 6 away. I've been the coach. I'm eager to get back in Canada. Matches in front of our home fans. Yeah, I'm hopeful that New York we bigger presence and that the energy is building back home. But we're also playing Argentina and Messi, right? And I think if football fan in the world probably has their own team, and then there's and Messi. It'd be nice. But look, we're gonna try to keep making our country in all the best ways, and then use it to springboard ourselves into.
Hi, Melanie Anzi today with The Athletic.
Melanie.
You just talked about, you know, you've had so many away games in this. At MetLife, you're kind of going home to a market that you're familiar with, and you have history. Are you there, and how does that translate maybe to helping out your?
The stadium, I coached once as a lands when we played, well, actually twice as an assistant coach. We played and Brazil. The area, strong football part of the United States. I hope while we're there, like we just spoke about. But in the end, this is all to help them continue to push and honor the work that they do every day. So I don't know if they call it MetLife Stadium or what they call it, the Meadowlands, but this is a big stage. Argentina in the semifinals of Copa America is a big stage. You know, we'll on the day, we'll see, but we'll